This improv story is based on the idea man loses lunchbox, let the story commence. Craig was in a rush to get to work, and all the places near where he worked were shut. Restaurants and cafes, the burger van was there because of that coronavirus. So he had to take his own lunch in. So he's ready to go in, and he had left. He had walked out the house, and he's like, "What? Oh fuck! That's right. Shit." He went back and got ready to put some lunch together, but he lost his lunch box. I mean the actual box. I don't mean he made his lunch and then lost it. He couldn't find it, and he was late for about like 5 minutes. It took him. He finally found it. Plastic thing, kind of Tupperware sort of thing. Put his lunch in it. That was that. When he got into work, he had this thing. He put it in the kitchen in the fridge because he didn't want it in his bag because the bag would be sort of sitting next to his seat. The sun would be coming. It's quite a hot day. Didn't want it getting all hot in the bag and all that sort of stuff. It'd maybe get it'd be better off just a bit cool in the fridge. So he put it in the fridge. Then later on, he checked in the fridge, and it was there. It was there. And he went, Sally. Yep. You didn't see anybody going into the fridge and take my lunchbox, did you? It was a green, kind of green with a sort of pink lid. She said green with a pink lid? That's a strange lunchbox. He said I had a green one with a green lid or a pink one with a pink lid and all that, but I couldn't. I was in a bit of rush this morning, so I just put that on top of that. She went, all right. She went, no, I've no. He's like, fucking hell. He went back to his seat and he looked in his bag, and he knew it wouldn't be there, right? Because he remembered taking out the bag and putting it in the kitchen. But you know that way, when you lose something, you keep looking in the same place, even though it doesn't make sense. Well, he looked in his bag and it fucking was there. What? And he was like looking about, and there was a guy that he worked with, John, there, looking at him like that. And Craig went, and Craig stood up, you know, like that. What are you doing? And he stood up, and he could see that John wasn't he looking at him? He was looking past him, because when Craig stood up and looked at him, John was still looking, down at well eye level previously was when he was sitting, but now he was standing up. Craig's eyes were up there, and John was still looking down about here, past him, like this. So it wasn't looking at him anymore. It wasn't actually. It was never looking at him. So Craig said, "John," and then John went like that. John went like this. Look. What? So even though Craig knew that John wasn't doing that smile at him, probably was looking behind. There's nothing there. There's a window. He proceeded with this line of questioning. If you know what I mean. He said, did you take my... It's fine if you did, by the way. Fine if I did. What were you on about? Well, let me finish. Did you take my lunchbox for the fridge and put it in my bag? He went, what? Went, oh, nothing. What were you looking at, by the way? And John went, oh, nothing. And then John started looking back at his computer. And Craig went, right... And Craig did the silliest thing. He went back into the kitchen and looked in the fridge to see if his lunchbox was there. And it wasn't, obviously, because he just fucking checked. It was there in his bag, but he's like, oh. So he walked back out and he said, John. John went, Craig went, what were you looking at there? John went, look, when? Before you were kind of smiling at something. And John went, oh, I don't know, I can't remember. And Craig walked out to where John was and sort of crouched down next to him, like on his like perched on his shoulder type thing, and kind of looked in the direction of where John would have been looking, towards Craig, to see if he could see something like that. And John was like, "We did." And Craig was like, what were you looking at? Kind of like looking there towards the window. Was something flying past or something? Because there were a few flares up. And John went, you fucking dang, you mad man. And John went like, oh, your breath stinking. Your breath is stinking. Because they kind of knew each other that well to be able to say that. And Craig went, aye, I didn't brush my teeth this morning. Fucking hell. And he says, you've got sleep in your eye as well. Sleep in your eyes. Whenever. Well, fucking crust. Fucking what? And John said, is that everything alright? How are you coping? Craig went, coping with what? Mary? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm alright. What were you looking at? What was it you were looking at there? Did you take my, are you going to ask about this lunchbox again? Said John. And Craig went, I think I'm losing the fucking plot, John. And John went, listen, take a few days off. Take a few days off. Honestly. That's what I do. I can't take days off. I can't take days off. I just want to get right back into work. I just want to dive back into work. That's what they say. Just dive back into work. If I was sitting about the house, I'd be going fucking mental. I just want to dive back in. And John said, honestly, I take just a couple of days. You know, he says, I don't want to sit about in the house. And Craig went like that. He came back down next to John like that. Sorry, I won't breathe in you. What were you looking at? Did you think you could see her? Because I do that. I'm like that. Oh, and I go up to the woman in a car park, and then she turns around and it's no her. Do you know what I mean? I'm going off my fucking nut, John. And Craig went. John said, listen, come here just now, Craig. And he took Craig away. Craig went, where are we going? Took him out of the corridor. He said, Craig, seriously, take a couple of days off, mate. Seriously. Right, just take a couple. Everybody knows. So just take a couple of days off. Everybody will understand. And Craig said, I don't want to sit about in the fucking house. I'll go off my nut. John said, right, well, we'll come back in, but just, what was it he said? But did I see her? You did, you saw her? Craig said, you saw her? John said, no, did you ask me if I saw her? Aye. Did you? Went, no, I don't know what I was looking at. I was just, I don't know, I can't remember now. And Craig said, do you think maybe you saw her? Or felt her there? Maybe. And John said, Mary? Aye. No. And Craig said, so you don't believe in things like that? No. And John said, listen, I think it's just best to it's just, you know, that's, me personally, I don't mean to be upset in here, but me personally, I just think when a person's, I mean, 15 years ago, my brother died, and honestly, that was that. As far as I was concerned, that was that. You know, my mum and my dad were like, oh, he's looking down, oh, that'll be him. A fucking light goes off. Oh, that'll be him. Oh, the kettle. Put the fucking kettle on, and they come back a wee bit later and the kettle hadn't boiled. Oh, that'll be him. I'm like, no, I think you maybe forgot to fucking switch the kettle on. Oh, that'll be him playing tricks and all that. And I had to move out. I wasn't going to move out for another fucking couple of years. I had to fucking move out because of that shit. They're putting everything down to my fucking brother. So, I get losing the plot, mate, but I don't I don't really buy into all that. I think she's gone, mate. I think that's that. To be honest with you, and Craig went, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think that's that. I think at the end of the day, that's that. That's that. You definitely didn't see her or feel her though. But you can't say for certain though, said Craig. You can't say for certain. Because you can't remember what it was you saw. And John went, do you know, I actually remember now, it was something flying past. It was a bird. And Craig went, you making that up? You aren't you? John went, no, it was a heron, one of the long necked ones. It was kind of flying by, and I just thought it's mad to see. You normally see them next to a lake, but you never see them flying this high. Do you know what I mean? And Craig said, but your eyes are looking in the one bit, the one they're like this. And John said, I don't know, mate. Honestly, I take a couple of days off. And Craig went, I'm going to take a couple of days off. Right. So they walked back into the office, and Craig went, no. Wait. Did you just tell us right now? Did you put a lunchbox in the kitchen? Did you take it out the fridge? And John went, no. And Craig said, I'm telling you, I took it out the bag, and I'm sure I put it in the fridge, but then it was back in there. And John went, right, I did. Just for a wee joke, just to sort of try and give a bit of a laugh. And Craig went, did you? And aye. I took it out the fridge and I put it in your bag just for a bit of a laugh. And Craig went, did you really? John went, aye. Craig went, right. You didn't you know? You didn't really? You went, I did. And Craig said, are you pretending? Do you think that do you think I'm losing the plot? No, I didn't actually put it in the fridge in the first place, or it was me that put it back in my bag, and you're just saying that you did it to make me feel better. And John went, listen, mate, this whole thing's damn man nothing. Craig said, honestly, just tell us the truth, please. I need to know the truth. One way or I need to know what's going on. No more than fucking ever. I need to know what's fucking going on, because I'm losing it. Did you dare? I don't care. If you did it, if you didn't, just tell the truth now. Honestly, see everything you've said before. This is an amnesty, right? This is an amnesty. Sally was looking there. This is an amnesty. Honestly, just tell the truth. I don't care about anything you've said before. I'll never bring it up again. Did you take the lunchbox out the fridge and put it back in my bag? And John went, Craig, why you thinking about it? No, he said, no, just, right. Truthfully, I did. And Craig went, no, you didn't. I can't trust any cunt then. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to take the days off then. And he just walked out, he left his bag. And he came back 2 days later, and John was like, how's things, you alright? And Craig was like, why wouldn't I be? You alright? And John went, aye, good. Right, how you feeling? And Craig went, just still asking how I'm feeling. I'm good. Don't ask how I'm feeling. I don't go about going, how you feeling? John went, if you need another couple of days. For what? listen. One, know that Mary. Don't say her name anymore in here. Don't mention her name in here. And don't talk about the lunchbox thing. I don't want to hear it. The end. That's it. That's a slice of life there. How do you know? I'm good pals with Sally. She told me a lot. True story. True story.